Jersey, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will get the first crack at it here. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds the tight end. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll give it to him again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think, Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
He'll field the punt. Wide open to foot race. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Right on target this time. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. To the air on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When I get inside the 3 on first and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense, being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They're going to throw it on third and goal. And to get rid of it quickly. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. The toss to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the edge on the toss.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the move. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run it on the toss. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. That's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To the air on second down. Here's the heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, 5-yard. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the... Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we've got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Under fire. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown! He got a step and just dusted the field. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Handoff to the single back. Breaks the tackle. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Run in the red zone, it's Hawkins. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like the doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Running into the open space. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab on the shot. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under fire. And the defense got him at the 27. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told a story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets it out fast. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. New set of downs after the completion. The give out of the gun. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Finds his man. It's Marshall. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Got his man. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. This time on target. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Firing to the right, complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This crowd knows they have to looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offense.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got him loose, and it was lights out after that. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They give it to him again. Gets it past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The run to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got his man downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Second down, he'll throw it. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
The throw. Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
At the 31, number 11, on to kick it away.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Gets away from one, finds room. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Motion from the back. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for loss.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Brings it in down the left side. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll throw it. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be in.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iron! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller and certainly through the quarterback that you're going to have time to throw.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He tries to take the top off. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Punts it out of the air. And they swarm him under.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots.
Going for the big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Trying to take it back. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense
breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Notre Dame. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Utah State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you've got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack